Welcome back. We're going to test iron today in your water supply using a Taylor Technology test kit. The nice thing about Taylor Technologies is they use color coding. So their instruction sheet is white on here, white on the bottom, marked reagents 1 and 2 for iron. In addition to this test, we're going to need a color comparator to make that visual assessment what ppm range iron's in, as well as a stopwatch. We're going to need a stopwatch today as we let the reaction take place for 2 minutes. And then the last thing is something to wipe the color comparator with. So with that, we're going to get started. The first step is to fill this vial to 11.5 milliliters with your sample. So while we do this, we want to make sure that the bottom of the water bubble is at the line. There's 11.5 milliliters. The next thing we're going to do is take of reagent number 1, 0.5 milliliter sample. We're going to take this pipette. It's got a line on there for 0.5 milliliters, and we're going to add that to the sample. And then swirl the mix. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start our stopwatch. We're going to wait for 2 minutes for the reaction to take place. All right, welcome back. We're just coming up on 2 minutes here. What we're going to need to do to stop that reagent and that reaction going on is add reagent number 2 back to the vial of 0.5 milliliters and swirl the mix. You'll notice in this test, as we look at the color comparator in a second, that this one's slightly blue hueish. That is the color that we need to see. We're going to take out our 5 milliliter frosted glass, viewing glass. What we're going to want to do is take that reagent and fill it right up to the line. They're marked 5 milliliters on the side of the vial, which corresponds to the frosted glass part in the front. We'll take our sample, fill right up to the line. I'm going to place my cap back on, because as I use this and I look into the light, I don't want to spill any. And before I put it back in, I'm going to wipe that front face clean. I don't want any interference of water bubbles or droplets throwing off the color. I'm going to place this frosted side back right into the front face to view it. The easiest thing for me is to hold this up to a light and do that comparison. What color do I think this is most similar to? And with the light in the background, I'm thinking this is about 0.2 ppm of iron coming in this supply. Somewhere between 0.2 and 0. So with that, I'm going to record my reading. 0.2 ppm. You'll notice as you look at the color comparator, the darker blue it is, the more iron there is. And with that, that concludes the iron test.